There we go. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. Yep, let's go ahead and finish this up. I got so many other games. Although I am sad that I'm so close to the end. This game has been one of my favorites of this year. I wouldn't say game of the year, but it's definitely been a treat. Probably trying to bond with Danny, Jay. Yeah. I heard there was an accident yesterday on Colstein. 2 people crashed to each other, going full speed on their magical hoverboards. I hope they recover quickly. Let me pick where you'll go today. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and go Bromsfeld. See if there's a spot that I can relax at today. How did I miss this? Oh. President Sword 6. See boat rental. What do you have to say? I love kayaking. I'm so looking forward to renting a boat. If you complete the dungeon first, I won't let you otherwise. I'll get up to that island. There's a couple of spots to check out around here. I wouldn't be surprised if the last 2 dungeons here wouldn't show up until after I completed all the other dungeons first. I can see that being a mechanic that's implemented. I can see the portal from here, and it's a big one. Actually, how would I get up there? Yeah, I saw that you were playing Dark Souls 1 this weekend. How's progress been going so far? 20,000 Hinterbucks. Recovery. Well, a lot better than what I was yesterday. Oh, excuse me, Saturday. Essentially what happened, I mean, like I said in the Discord, I would spare the grim details. Okay. Oh, and well, I'll talk about that in just a moment. because I spent some time Sunday, once I, actually was up and moving around and everything. Content ideas. Saturday, I was just beyond useless. Well, to answer your question, I'm doing better. I think it was a combination of things that led to me just having my unfortunate shutdown Saturday, which was not resting enough, as well as my new protein shakes not agreeing with me. Didn't sleep Saturday, ended up sleeping about 13 hours. I mean, I didn't sleep Friday, and pretty much slept 13 hours Saturday, which I really got to do better about, how I push myself to try to get things done. Oh, there's another spot to relax. I think all the hunters like toy swords. What do they do? What is this? Adventurers camp. Is this a merchant? It is. That's wild. Okay. Castle ruins. Gazebo. Oh. So glad I just bought those. Just let that be. Okay. Oh. That was not the smartest thing I've done. Not the dumbest thing I've done my entire run. Wasn't paying attention. I almost got blown up. Or did. Didn't. Yeah. Somebody left the ukulele. Oh. Okay, news. So, I don't think the rain's around a lot. Means I'm soon. News. Just a moment. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. All right. So, remember how I was mentioned I have a marathon idea, but I initially didn't think no one will want to see me go through the 5 stages of grief on stream, because it's pretty much a combination of like my various challenges I've done over the course of like the last 2 years, but that's all it would be. That's all this marathon would be, just me doing challenges, punishments, and various things of that nature. Yeah, I've got a list here of things I want to do. Games to stream and whatnot. It's about 11 ideas, and it's still growing. Because a friend of mine kindly suggested the idea of, well, they added to an idea I had, which is an idea I've been kicking around for a while now, which is a type of taste testing stream. But they threw something that was completely out of left field for me. That led to me having a whole episode when they pitch the idea. They know how I feel about arachnids. Not afraid of them. I just hate spiders. Oh. This friend suggested that as a punishment during this marathon, I should eat a zebra tarantula, like a candied zebra tarantula, and I think the next words out of my mouth was, "I beg your finest pardon," and proceeded to have a meltdown. Because even on my best day, instead of using like a shoe or spray, oh, don't even want to think about it, man. Where I live, I'm essentially, depending on the size of the spider, I'm debating on grabbing a shoe or a 22. And I usually go for a shoe because it's closer to me. It's comfy here though. Sheltered, listen to the raindrops. It's really warm when some out of the wind. I remember being a kid in the backseat of my parents' car, looking out the window on the highway in the rain. Listening to the sound of the wipers against the windshield, drowsy at rest because there was nothing I was supposed to be doing and nothing of interest to focus on. It'd be nice to spend more time in the backseat of other people's cars now. Just have someone else take the wheel for a while. Don't have to talk, don't have to be in control of anything. Don't have to be such an adult all the time. Just watch the rain on the highway and listen to the wipers. That's 200 relaxation. Yes. Yeah, oh man, just the thought of a spider twitching, that makes me so uncomfortable to think about. All right, who is present? Okay. Who's present? Ah, none of the suspects that I need. Oh, wait. No, that's the, my stats. My amusement is the lowest thing right now. I need to get that over 200. So I'll just buy gifts. Yeah. I have, a battery of, well, I'll say the 2 taste testing streams planned. There'll be, goals. Those would be like actual like milestone goals though during the my suffering marathon. Again, it's going to be the ultimate test of my patience and sanity because there is a drinking game planned in it as well, and that drinking game is not going to be merciful because if it's going to be as cringe as I think it's going to be, I think I'm gonna be angrier doing this one than I was when I did Yick. Just had an idea. I just had an idea. I typed that out and I look at it. Now I think to myself, that's not smart. But yeah, I don't even know when to go about it. Like this whole like execution of this plan, because in order to do so, oh, I thought that was something important. Was it Germany or wait? Are you talking about the German can or the one from like Sweden? Because you're talking about what I think you're talking about. That's fermented fish, and I might actually get kicked out of the house if I do that. Yeah, lawyer by training, but the slaying's going okay. Sounds tacky, but you slayers are my kind of heroes. This place makes made leaps and bounds over the past couple of years, and we have you to thank for it. Total game changer. I'm missing the days when Hinterberg was just quiet and beautiful. Don't get me wrong. This was a good place before the dungeons arrived. Big on community, good food. But the air was just a tiny tad stale. And boy, did you slam the windows wide open. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, I will get kicked out of my house if I do that. Wait, give me a minute. I think there was a group that did a tasting of that. A couple of Australians, a Texan, a Florida man, and I think one of the guys, it was one of the guys with a Mexican friend of theirs too. Hold on. Yeah, there's a video. There's a video. They also have durian in the thumbnail, so I'm pretty sure that's the one where they did that. Oh my gosh. Buy a drink, I'm kind of in the mood to celebrate. So, what are we celebrating? I feel like there's a part of you that just bogging you down all the time, but the part that is there and it's important, so you just can't yank it out. It's taken me a few dungeons to fully realize my career was a dead end, something like that. Yeah. See, I'm going to spend my life making Hinterberg a better place. Better for adventuring, better for the people who live here. You've been here for a while, in your opinion, where is Hinterberg lacking? What are you missing the most? It's been a good stay. I'm not really missing anything, really. Fair enough. But I bet your fellow adventurers are. Did you notice there isn't a single sushi bar in Hinterberg, or a restaurant with thoughtful vegan options? Look around you. Take this bar, for example. Take it in. We can do stuffy monarchy charm. We're great at it. They serve a decent scotch, too. And there's always a niche for that. I'm thinking great modern dining with matching decor. That's where we come up short. What, like bare walls, dimly lit small portions on a giant... dimly lit small portions on a giant plate? Thinking traditional meets modern. Bright wood, glass, chalkboard menu. And until now, I've been so occupied between the gear shop and the failing construction business, there just aren't enough hours in the day. So what we're celebrating tonight is that I found a buyer for the construction firm. I had to take care of it since I was 20. The company will be in good hands. US based. Lovely people. And please tell me the last name isn't Trump. And I'll finally be free to focus on the big picture. You sold a local business to a foreign investor. I did. And I'll get at least 3 more local businesses out of it. You want to know how I did it? Sure. Didn't have to sell, you know. A gold mine at Hinterberg, someone would eventually come along and make the perfect offer. So I told them it could be them or someone else in the line. Simple as that. I'm going to hit the sheets. Got a 7:30 tomorrow. I had a fantastic night tonight, though. Let's do this again sometime. There's a reason why I tried to work on Julian. If I'm not mistaken, at level 2, you don't have to buy anything from his shop. He's just gonna give it. He was gonna give you the gear. Oh, damn. Let's see. Oh man. I'm trying to think, where would I even find that can? Lisa, you got a moment? Yeah, what's up, Julian? Not here though. Too public. How about meeting me at the Grand Hotel when you have an evening? Okay, I'm not sure if I can make it today though. Not a problem. I feel like he now needs legal counsel. I think that's what this is gonna be about. He probably needs legal counsel. Oh. Oh wait, I need to check. People. That's why I thought everything Julian shop for free. All right, I got those two. So I just need Jay and Danny. Oh, you talking about the Bean Boozled? I've done that before. Let's just say me and the cousins who took on the Bean Boozled challenge. It was bad timing. We did so before another cousin's wedding, and all three of us were about ready to fight each other. Because it was such a bad idea. Just think about it. Those spicy jelly beans that I had to spin to decide which ones I was going to eat on stream about 2 years ago. Well, almost 2 years ago. They're from that same line. But I'll go ahead and toss that on as well. Yeah. No map data. Wait. I've clearly been playing way too much Stellar Blade because the first words that came out of my mouth was map data. Oh man, you can't drop photo mode fast enough. Okay. That was easy. I usually make those puzzles that simple more difficult for myself. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. There's Jess. I will say this. I have been brainstorming and wood shopping ideas for this series of live streams, but I'm not opposed to asking the community what they'd like to see. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is about, you know, giving you guys, you know, what you want. There's something entertaining to see. But at the same time, there are just some things that I know physically I will not be able to, handle. That fish might be one of them. Although the older I get, the less I tend to do anything involving fish. I'll sleep on it. Oh, the drinking game idea came from your bud Tevin. There we go. That was kind of tricky. Okay. Okay. Easy peasy. Curious. No? I was going to jump rails. Nope. I won't have to do that. That's unfortunate. Especially one of my favorite things about the Sonic games is jumping rails. Oh well. I've not heard of that. Is this a vodka? Oh. No. Okay, no. Not a vodka. It's a content creator. Yeah, I've heard of him. It's the guy that usually candy and spirit and leaves it alone until something interesting happens, right? Yeah, I've seen some of his TikToks. They're always pretty interesting. Good dude. Wait, I have done something similar. I did that with the Bean Boozled 5-alarm challenge. I think I left them in some one of the jelly beans, I think some rum, until it broke down. That was an ordeal. Of course. Okay. 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 No. Okay. Okay, I thought I was doomed there. All right. I wonder if I can ride this. Probably. No. Okay. Probably have to. This is probably the most dangerous thing Louise has had to do this entire vacation. I don't know if that was the way I was supposed to do that, but I did, so yay. Wait a minute. I got a better idea. I see the solution. It's showing itself. Okay. Okay. I made that a little bit more complicated than I needed to, but I got the results that I needed. Oh, come on. Jeez. Because attack conduits really do make a difference, especially when they're AoE attacks. And this might be a little bit trickier. Okay. Okay. Or what? Oh, should it be this? Yep, that's it. There we go. A slalom, eh? Be nice to do tricks in the air, but you know. I'm getting greedy now. This might be tight. This is gonna be a little close. Oh no, not no, it won't. I got time to spare. $5,000. Okay, $50,000 bucks. Hold on. Let me check something. What's this? Hmm? Okay, I'm just gonna pull up this. Because the biggest thing is I want these coins. If not for anything but the achievement. Oh, okay. Alright. I might be able to get back to one back. Get it? Let's hope I can get back to it. I didn't have to go very far. Okay. Okay. Should have explored every inch. Okay. All right, the portal's open. Please let one of the female hunters be available. Yes. All right. I can do 2 weeks of promo in September, and I'll wear the sneakers if you make East Asian press a priority. Done. What about the silk steel? The silk steel armor is a non-starter, Jason. We've been over this. I'm not going into a dungeon wearing a millionaire's toy. Sure, your brand's your temple. I get it. Just think about it. That's all I ask. All I'm asking. I'll get the deets sorted, then we can pop the champagne, yeah? Always a pleasure. Likewise. Hey. That sounded like it went well. Congrats. Yeah, decent deal. You got time for a drink? And spending the entire evening discussing sneaker endorsement deals. It'd be nice to talk about something more real. Let's see. Here we go. Give her a gift. Alright, so I've already given her that. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. But yeah, I enjoyed the sleeping mask. I took a trip to Hinterberg today. There's a dungeon there that's wild. Gravity's all messed up, walking sideways on walls. I don't think I've been to that one yet. Wanna know where it is? Yeah, sure, where? Take a right just as you arrive in the forest area. You have to walk across one of those slimy tendrils. You like this dungeon. Definitely one of the weirdest. See, this is why I love slaying. Every time I think I finally got a handle of it, the whole thing suddenly changes. Like a good dance track. When you just when you get into the groove, it hits you with something you didn't expect. Honestly, I wish I could just cancel tomorrow's 10 o'clock and go to Calmstein. Got a contract signing for a sponsorship with an axe manufacturer. That's going to be at least another week of posting for promo shots. I'm guessing the money needs to pass up. It's not really about the money. Not for me anyway. Okay, let me ask you something. You ever felt like your whole life was laid out for you and you hated everything about it? I felt something like that, yeah. My parents are big in the media business. Big as in own a giant conglomerate. They've been raising me to take over the company ever since the first day that stuck up private school. You have to understand, ours isn't a family where one just goes off and does their own thing. Not typically. This is my life. And I'm not going to spend it in their shadow, managing their legacy. Is that why you're working yourself so hard? To prove yourself to them? Working myself hard because I have no interest in being an heiress for a living. You know how hurtful it is when some journalist calls you a rich kid with a hobby? I'm not gonna be someone who coasts on other people's achievements. My accomplishments are my own. Believe it or not, it's not about being the face of an ad campaign or the cover of some magazine or the cash. It's all about looking at myself in the mirror and knowing I've done something worthwhile on my own. That's what I'm working towards every day. I haven't gotten something like that off my chest in a long time. You're a good listener. Oh, right, I got something for you. The attack conduit. I had to think of you when I got it. It matched your style of fighting much better than mine. Let's talk again soon, yeah? Oh. Not sure if you've heard about what happened on the East Coast last week. Beautiful day for a hike, isn't it? Professor Albert sometimes drops by in the afternoon, have coffee on the terrace. Such a polite person. Enjoy your sleighing. Alright, yeah, East Coast. What the hurricane that hit last week? There are full-on towns in North Carolina that are pretty much closed off because the roads got either washed away or destroyed because of the hurricane that hit last week. It's not a pretty sight. I saw clips where a small chunk of the highway was just floating downstream, and that was in either Chimney Rock or Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah, it was. Some people got out. Some people were very fortunate that they missed the bulk of the storm. Parts of North Carolina and Tennessee were not as fortunate. And I think right now, like in my area, there's a couple of churches a few churches that are throwing up an effort to take supplies and try to have supplies delivered to citizens in those towns to make sure that, they're aware there's a lifeline out there and people are trying to figure out what can be done. Yeah, it was bad. was pretty much we say Thursday and Friday last week. For some people, like where I am, we just got rain for about a day and a half. Other people were not fortunate, so don't be surprised if you see me checking my phone for updates on that situation. Not a lot of people that picked this spot have to themselves. Not if they could be lying in the green pasture instead, or watching the sunlight through the leaves in Hinterberg. Me, I'm enjoying the scenery. I make no pretense of being pleasant. I make no pretense of being pleasant. All the scenery, looking at nature when you're not used to it, without any of the sentimentality. Now, if Flatmate Carol were here, I bet she wouldn't even take a selfie. She'd hate this place. I don't need a postcard. I might be feeling cold and alone for a little while. And I'll take a hot shower once I get home, before I head into the village. Why do I feel like the developers are just like, we need to make a character who's real, that people can also, relate to? Because I kind of get that you don't mind being cold mentality. So no, I don't mind. That's myself, actually. Oh, you. It's good that you came by. The place has gone entirely to the dogs. The earthquakes, the landscape, completely ruined by whatever those enormous gooey things are. And every morning the streets are overflowing with, I don't even know what, frankly. All I know is I stepped in it. It was slimy and purple, and I don't understand how nobody has the sense to do something about it. I've had it. I'm departing. This is not Hinterberg anymore. I have a favor to ask you. If you're not too busy, that is. What can I do for you, Gertrude? A boat. Before I leave, I'll let to rent a boat and go out on the lake. I don't know a woman, her sentimentality. My Heinrich would go with me all the time. Alright, I forgot she doesn't care for presents. Totally forgot she doesn't care for presents. It's always been so quiet here. The only thing that hasn't changed since our times. Heinrich used to point out to the ducks to me. He had a name for each and every one we spotted. And always Gertrude amongst them. For weeks after we returned to Katerina, he called me his little ducky. Tell me, dear, what makes a good vacation for you? A good vacation is one where I can look back to for many years. To tell you the truth, my life back home wasn't very memorable. I see. Are you finding that here? I am. I'm breathing easier here. So did I. When we first started coming here, my life didn't feel memorable either. I'd been a mother for most of my life. The divorces weren't easy for the children. My oldest hated Heinrich with all his guts. But Heinrich, who was a prince, spent every day trying to make them happy. And me. Let me give you one piece of advice. If you have a good people in your life, make as many memories with them as you can. One day, those memories will be your solace. Can we go back to the dock? One more place I like to go before I leave. It's so crowded here. But the waterfall is still the same, just like the lake. This is where he proposed, you know? I love this place. Not for what it is, but for who I was allowed to be when I was here. Well, I certainly didn't think I'd make any of the memories here. You've shown me one kindness after another. I'm glad we've met. Here, please take my card. If you ever near a lake, or to see you. I'd be delighted to have you. Oh, you know what? My brooch. Have it too. This looks valuable. Are you sure about it? It's pish posh. It's just one more item on the list of things my children will fight over. You might remember me by it. Or, you know, go sell it. If that helps you in any way. Remember me by that. Farewell. I mean, that's after she gave me 20,000 Hinterbucks too. Oh. Did the Fraulein Sweet Cafe. I guess that's Kaido. Usually does not offer takeout, but I hear rumors that they'll let some of the regulars buy cake on the. So they go. There's a locked chest. I need to find a scenic spot that also like works to increase amusement. Yeah, why not? I'm here. It's peaceful here. Should have done this a long time ago. Nowhere I have to be. Nobody who needs anything. Nothing of consequence going on. Just me, somewhere in the middle of the mountains, watching the afternoon go by. Feels so much lighter up here. Like the parts of me that were never satisfied with myself have just gone quiet for a while. I can be free. And just spend a few hours taking in the view, doing absolutely nothing. There we go. Let's save. Okay, she's at the gazebo. I don't think anything's gonna rival the gear I have now. This is the satisfactory then? Satisfactory. That's the slickest dagger I've ever seen. It's flawless work, Hannah. It's cool if I post this on my feed, yeah? Finally back to crafting your own gear, huh? I just sold my first new piece. Making it was a joy I had missed dearly. I know you have a lot on your mind, but I will celebrate my smithy's rebirth. I'd like you to join me. My shop would have been shut down if it weren't for you, after all. I'll come back through. I'll go to the Grand Hotel another time. Yeah, taking an evening off from training? No, well, I'm not sure. I was going to train, but... You got time? Maybe just to take a walk with me? I could use a break, just a short one. And what does she like? Toy sword. Toy sword is the only thing I haven't given her yet. I was up on Comstock earlier today. Fought a horde of monsters. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. So suddenly, I had this strange moment. I was seeing myself from the outside, looking at the way my axe moved, as if I was watching a movie. I was completely in the zone. Every swing was a hit, not a single mistake. Perfect fight. And at the same time, it felt like I had nothing to do with any of it. Like, it was somebody else fighting instead of me. I don't know how to describe it any better. Never had anything like that until it happened before. Did the feeling scare you? It wasn't pleasant. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it either. It was a really strange experience, and maybe it was a little scary. Never felt this alien to myself. Do you have friends you can talk to about this? To tell you the truth, I'm not exactly used to making deep connections when I'm on the road. I don't have that kind of time or that kind of attention to give, as bad as that may sound. Got a few old friends back home. It would be weird to give them a call like that out of the blue, though. I haven't seen any of them in ages. It's been almost a year since I've been home. Whatever it is, you should talk to someone. If you're on the road, on your own, working yourself this hard, that sounds like the kind of thing that can get really unhealthy. You think I don't know that? Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. I'm glad you're here and that you care enough to hear me out. Can we just walk some more? I don't feel like I should be going back to my hotel just yet. Sure. For as long as you like. Thanks. You know, I've never been on the street. Such a small village, and I haven't even seen all of it. It'd be nice if you could show me around a little more. Man. That felt like a personal attack to me. I'm also notorious for that. Working myself too hard, not talking to somebody about it. Good morning, Fraulein. Did you hear the snowstorm during the night? Luckily, the clouds have already moved on. Mm. Oh, there it is. I wonder what being in the forest like this was like 1,000 years ago. Broken trees, caves, dense shrubbery, hiding places for witches and goblins. No matter how rational you were, a part of you would probably believe the myths and feel like there's eyes on your back. And then we lost that for a long time. Forest is just a place you take your family to relax, maybe pick some berries or mushrooms. Now you find out magic does exist, and here I am having my guard up. What if it's around? I like that though. There isn't a recreational area anymore. Coming here means venturing into the unknown. It has meaning. It's an adventure. Anything can happen. How would anyone spend their life behind an office desk when there's places like this to explore? Oh, both of them are there. Joy, how you feeling? Tell you the truth, not any different. I'm nervous as hell all the time, and I can't even allow myself to think about slaying. But I'm taking your advice. Pulling the brakes. I'm gonna leave this place. Book the flight. Just try and take it easy until then. Got time tonight? It'll be nice to talk to you before I pack. Sure. Anything you want to do? Anything that doesn't involve running into other slayers would be nice. You know the bridge up by the waterfall? Just head up there. Yeah, sounds really good. She's probably gonna run into a slayer no matter what choice I pick. Called up a couple of friends. I had no idea what to expect. We hadn't spoken in so long. Thought they might be mad that I called them. I need them. How did it go? Everyone was so supportive. Turns out one of them is in Switzerland right now doing her PhD. I'm gonna head there for a little while. Try and reconnect. Sounds like a good idea. Someone anchoring you to your former life back home. Look, it was really important for me that you were there when I needed someone. Without you, I probably would have tried to push through this, and I would have made it much worse. Honestly, thank you. I don't normally make friends when I'm on the road. Hell, I don't normally make friends at all. That's the problem. I've been focusing on myself so much, it feels like getting the first real connection I've made in years. I have all but forgotten how important that is, to let other people in. I hope I get a chance to reciprocate that someday. If you ever need anything, even if it's 10 years down the line, well, call me anytime. I'd appreciate it if you did, really. Oh, one more thing. I'll probably need my gear for a while. I'll be as far from a dungeon as I can, so I'd like you to have this. Get in touch if I can't ever do something for you, okay? Or if you just need a friend to listen to. Or you just feel like taking a break and having a chat. I really like that as well. Reality show is running. Young, good-looking contestants seem to be stranded on an island together. Do you have any idea how bad it feels to always be picked last? No one here likes me. I'm now Erica. It was a banana picking challenge and everyone knows you can't climb. Ugh, getting really sleepy. I mean, if I really gotta work on amusement, I could just go to the movie theater as well. If you're still looking for something to do tonight, I can recommend our local spa. Just down the road from here, right next to the train station. I see. I'm sleep deprived, so okay, so that's how that debuff works. When Louisa's sleep deprived, it actually just... Okay, so she has burned health now. That's great. It's a good thing I ain't trying to take on any dungeons. Probably won't get that back until she sleeps. And actually sleeps. It's much cooler up here than the village. Insects buzzing in the grass, trees swaying in the breeze. It's a perfect summer afternoon. A little time off, a little rest, just what I need. And still, there's this nagging voice in my head that keeps saying I should have gone to a dungeon instead. Why do I always feel like my time is only worth something if it results in tangible progress? It's almost more work for me just to let loose. That's why I'm here. To work on being less hard-working. I'll probably get better. I'll probably get better at it. Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna lose playing Sea of Thieves. Should have probably checked schedule. So. Hey, you made it. Thanks, Louisa. Grab yourself a seat. What can I get you to drink? What's Julian like? This is... Okay. Okay. I can use the potion. Remember how we sat here last time, talked about restaurant plans? Yeah, I remember. What about them? Found the spot. It's good. It'll take time, but I'm used to rolling up my sleeves. You know the old hotel ruin up by the cinema? My guys have tracked down the owner. Wasn't easy. But the view is going to be just spectacular. You'll have to give me your number. We'll come for our opening? Look, I've heard you're on a good track to finishing all the dungeons, and that you know what might happen if you do. I want you to consider what'll happen after that. I'm just going to paint you a picture. What you do is up to you. A few hundred jobs are hinging on those dungeons, one way or another. I'm not just talking about hotel staff. Investors are going to pull out of infrastructure projects. Creditors will want their money back. It'll literally hit everybody here. You didn't hear it from me, but this village isn't dead. Really, really deep dead. We built and invested a lot when magic appeared. It'll take a good while to pay back all those loans. So ask your mayor what her plans are. And while you're at it, ask her about the pipe that's dumping magical goo into the lake every morning. Something isn't right here, and I think neither of us has the whole picture. I've known Karen for a long time. She talks like a politician, sure, but she's got her head on straight. This village would be nowhere if it wasn't for her at the helm. I trust her. Frankly, I trust her more than an outsider who has no stake in any of this. Ashley, listen, you did. Thank you for that. Please think about what all this is to you. If the answer isn't just a vacation, then maybe it's better if you just go home. I was wondering when I was going to meet a local, or when she was going to interact with a local who feels just like the mayor does. So offering coffee with oat milk. I hear it's becoming more and more popular. I didn't even equip the legendary leggings yet. I gotta upgrade them when I get a chance. Sickle tree. I didn't know if I stayed at that spot yet. I haven't gone skiing in such a long time. The sore thighs I get from hovering my magic board almost makes me nostalgic. Dungeons have been around for 3 years. I should have done this a long time ago. For all the talk about magic, it's funny how few people actually make the trip here. One of my friends did. When I started, everybody wanted to go, but it was completely sold out. Pretty much millionaires only. That must have been a weird time to be in Hinterberg. So I guess you wait and then the trips start becoming available, but you still hold off. This is a big deal and you need to prepare, and you think it'll just continue to be an option. But never quite fits in right now. Except that it won't continue to be an option for much longer. All right. I don't know Danny like that yet, but I'm about to. Takes a while for us to say anything. The evening light is bright and warm. Feels good just to soak it in. I had big plans for the night, you know? Attack conduit training day. Now I think I might just not. Imagine living here. It doesn't get much more scenic than this. I wonder if people living here notice just how pretty their home is, day to day, I mean. I think they're aware of it. They appreciate it. Before the dungeons up here, we couldn't have probably sat here. Only to the zone. And the only sound would have been, before the dungeons appeared, we could have only sat here, and the only sounds would have been the waves on the water. You must miss that. I wonder what's better for everybody, their quiet village or this magical money-making machine they've built around their dungeons. Some people got the short end of the stick, or short end, for sure. School teacher's life isn't happier if there are 1,000 tourists crowding the streets. But then 1,000 tourists get to experience magic who otherwise wouldn't. Maybe that counts for something. You're on vacation here, right? Is magic an essential part of your holiday, or could you just as well have gone somewhere else? I just need to get away. Maybe anywhere different would have worked. Maybe they should have kept their quiet village then. How about you? Is magic an essential part of your stay here? I slay for a living, so yes. But on a deeper level, magic has changed the world. It's essential for all of us. Its mere presence should make us pause and think about what we want from our lives. I have an older sister who works in finance, 60-hour week, entire career mapped out. When I meet her, all I can think about now is, your normal is even weirder and more pointless than before. Magic is here. It proves the world isn't just atoms and molecules. So what's the point of slaving away to afford a better car? Doesn't get more meaningful than that. We should all just take some time off and reconsider what we're doing. And you and I, we're even more lucky. We get to experience all of this up close. I should keep in mind, draw from every last bit of energy I have and make the most of my stay here. I think it's just the last piece of legendary gear I need. I should have been working on these connections early on. Let's check gear. So I got heart blade, same legendary armor. Okay, so the pads are what I need. Okay. Good morning. Some partygoers leaving Krampus bar were making a real ruckus during the night. I think I'll have a few words with the owner. Ooh, that's not good. It's right there. Oh my god. Let's have purpose about the rest of the afternoon. When I was a child, there was a show on TV, or Froggle Kids. Every week, the kids would do something interesting: make a newspaper, start a rock band, build a treehouse. I wanted to be a Froggle Kid so hard. Kind of kid who does all those creative things. Parents had a good reason why none of them were feasible, not even the episode where they bake a giant cake. We had friends out in the countryside though, with 2 children who had a massive treehouse. I still remember climbing up that ladder, pulling myself up to their giant hideaway in an old birch. Flipping open a comic book from their big pile and marveling at the strange world I didn't understand. My father just liked to point out these kids weren't doing particularly well in school whenever I asked about them. Yes, my Froggle power was that I aced the exams all the time. I wasn't on the TV show, but it was worth a lot to my parents. I should look these 2 kids up sometime. Wonder how they're doing. What is it? You got time for one more drink? It's on me. You can talk about Julian. I'm staying in Hinterberg. Right, about that. Look, I have eyes in my head. I've seen what's going on around here. I can see I was wrong. Grab a seat. Let's talk. I played it back when it first launched. It was rough. You know, I've known Karen Wagner for a long time. She helped me out a lot. Pulled all kinds of strings back then when I still had my training wheels on and made one bad decision after another. I don't know what she saw in me. My parents' money, sure. But there's plenty of wealthy folks around here. Karen's a long-term thinker. She's been in her line of work long enough to predict when something will pay off. That's why I believe in her. You don't know her track record, but it's that good. She's playing wrong. She still doesn't realize, at what risk she's putting you all. Yeah, this has got out of control. Not out of control. A couple of days ago, I would have bet everything on her. But we have monsters on our streets, slimy tentacles tearing into houses, people protesting, and it's only getting worse. I'll throw it on there as a maybe. He doesn't know it yet, but she's done. If you don't do something, we're all done. It was all just too good to last, wasn't it? So, what are you going to do next? Watch from a safe distance. All that matters now is that you succeed. It's the only play that we have left. Karen isn't going to back down, and it's clear that she'll lead us into a catastrophe. You've done a lot for this village, even for people who haven't deserved it. People like me. So I'll do what I can for you. I've told my people at the gear shop to give you everything we have for free. Just come by and take whatever you need. And on a personal note, Louisa, maybe you don't like me very much. I want you to know I appreciate every exchange we had. You're a good listener and a clear thinker. You may not think of us as friends, but you can if you want to. I mean, you're dead. In my line of work, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two. I hope we see each other again once you're done and Hinterberg is safe. I can now get all their gear for free. Too bad there isn't New Game Plus. That would help. Just carry that over. A beautiful day for a hike, isn't it? All rooms are fully booked at the moment. I already had to turn down another request this morning. So, have you decided where you'll be going today? I'm gonna check this one. I think I already like rested here once. So I thought I did that one just recently. I don't think I've done this one. Surprised I'm not getting attacked moving uphill. Easy peasy. I hadn't even been to the windmill yet. But I just kept going about my business as normal. I wouldn't have known about this. I could have got meteor shower for free. Oh my god. Lately, I've had days at work where I just came home and my body would just shut down. Usually midweek around Wednesday or Thursday, dizzy and detached. All I could do is sit on my couch, watch light TV, and hope tomorrow would be better. Out here feels like another life since I've had these feelings. The air is so clean and I feel so full of energy. It's almost overwhelming. Slaying monsters is stressful. Being in a dungeon means constant mortal danger. That tight feeling on my chest that I get from stress at home, not even a hint of that. If anything, I feel an appetite for more. More dungeons, more monsters. Bring them on. I should head back. Find a good way to spend the evening, then come back here tomorrow. Alright, let's check inventory. Attack conduits. Let's see who's available. Okay, so Hannah is gonna have to wait. Excuse me. Danny, not training tonight either, I take it? Nah. That's all I like about traveling. Cancel your plans for a few hours and you're completely free. Pick whatever you feel like doing and see if you can make a good memory. I've been here since noon, just watching the lake. I had a rough morning, but spending the afternoon here is a memory I'll take home with me for sure. How about you? You ever just take the afternoon off on your stay? Find yourself a scenic spot somewhere in the mountains or in the forest, just let loose? Yeah, I did. Sit with me, I'd like to hear about it. Danny, right? Yes, here we go. Ah. Okay. Keep giving me large MP potions. I'm gonna need as many as I can for those last 3 dungeons. It's kind of a reality check. Spending a holiday afternoon all by yourself, isn't it? Something back home weighing you down? Are you getting in your own head when nothing's holding you back? Or can you just clear your mind and enjoy being in the moment? For me, a vacation means I get to pick what I like to do every day. See if I'm actually a happy person when I can choose how to spend my day. What was your afternoon by yourself? What was your afternoon by yourself like for you? I can't exactly say my mind was clear, but I did feel a lot lighter afterwards. I'm happy I did it. I wasn't in a great place before I came to Hinterberg. It's gonna take some time to unwind. How about you? You've been sitting here all day. Is your mind clear? No, not today. I did this interview this morning. British TV station. I wanted to have an honest conversation about slaying and its impact on the environment. All that CO2 blasted in the air, flying people here or producing their gear. I want to talk about the impact on the places of magic themselves as well, how the locals feel about the influx of tourists. The interviewer would have none of it. He just kept going straight back to my slaying technique and how many dungeons I completed. Have you thought about starting your own streaming channel? I'm sure you have a large audience. Oh, I have one, but I'm preaching to the choir there. This was a mainstream news channel. It would have had a very different reach. It's tricky. Getting taken seriously when you speak up as a pro athlete about things that matter to you. And I get it. I'm just a random person who happens to be good at slaying. Why would anyone put more weight on my take on global issues than, say, their tax advisors? And again, if I can't use my fame to speak up, Jesus. Talk about a two-tap. Then again, if I can't use my fame to speak up, what's the point of being famous? Maybe you're not going to get through to every interviewer, but you still have a bigger audience than most people. That's worth something, isn't it? I suppose it is. It's getting chilly, isn't it? Shall I continue another day? It's good talking to you. Thanks for staying out here with me, Louisa. I'm not planning on doing the dungeon tomorrow, so that's good. And this is the longest scarf I've ever knit, made out of the finest mohair and wool over 10 meters long. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry that's scary. Robert loves insects and have been breeding moths for the last 5 years. He might have even brought some of us today. Ugh. Yeah. Alright, it's 200 amusement. Oh, hey, Louisa. I've been spending a lot of time in Hinterberg lately. Love that forest, you know? Maybe if you're free, come hang out with me. There's some time. I forgot to give her a gift. I'm pretty sure I have a history book. Oh, she's on the pathway. She's just up here. Hey, Danny, what are you up to? I'll make it one last member here. It's time for me to give up slaying. You have time? I can use someone to talk to right now. Take on the show commits. This used to be my favorite area around Hinterberg. Such a peaceful place. I just listened to the leaves rustling in the wind. I could just listen to the leaves rustling in the wind forever, like ocean waves. Now look at these slimy things. They're everywhere. I don't think these are supposed to be here. They're a sign that magic is hurting. Of course, that's what they are. Millions of tourists come here every year, casting spells for laughs, clowning around in dungeons like their theme park rides. You know, I've always told myself if I can push for a gentler, more environmentally conscious approach to slaying, if I can reach a big enough platform to get other people to reduce their environmental impact, then my own stay could be warranted and my own impact would be a net positive. But this isn't even about the environment anymore. This is about the earthquakes, the slimy tentacles right here, the monsters that we have rampaging through the village. None of this is natural. None of what we do here is how you're supposed to interact with magic. And I've helped fuel this machine all this time. I can't continue to do that. It's time I admit to myself, I shouldn't be a slayer. Nobody should. I do think magic wants human presence. It wants us to go into the dungeons. Why else would it lend us just the right magic skills to handle them? Have you ever been to the overgrown cave dungeon? It's not far from here. Just fly across the chasm to get there. I haven't seen that one yet, no. You'll find something strange about its portals. Look closely and you'll see they're man-made. Man-made? Why? The answer can be found in the village museum. There's a legend that claims the dungeons will disappear once someone completes all of them. Hinterberg's mayor didn't want that to happen, so she put up a fake dungeon so nobody would ever discover the true 25th. I believe what we're seeing is magic acting out against the deceit, not a result of over-tourism. Oh, that's extraordinary information. Extraordinary and confidential. And Wagner is going to try everything she can to keep people from completing all 25 dungeons. If her secret gets out, she might just shut down some of them altogether. Yeah, I get it. I'll keep my mouth shut for now. Here, take this. I've been taking it so slowly on my stay here. You must be way ahead of me by now. Perhaps this can help you get through the rest of your dungeons faster. Without you, I would have packed my bags tomorrow. Thank you so much. This changes everything. Okay, I can definitely hang out with Hannah then. All right. You got anything mandrake based? And I want it to smoke. Lots of smoke, please. I didn't expect you to pick this bar. This doesn't seem like your style. This is where Hinterberg's business owners go and network. It's time I give it a try. Anna, what in the... Hey, Julian. Stop trying to poach my employees, okay? Post your help wanted leaflets somewhere else. What? Can't handle your own medicine? So you're finally growing some teeth, huh? Believe it or not, I like it. Makes things more interesting. Do your worst. We'll see what happens. You're hiring? An apprentice, yes. Running my business the right way is such a time suck. I don't have time to fulfill every order myself anymore. It's great to see you taking charge of your business. I will do what I have to do. I received another letter from the magistrate as well. I think the mayor isn't quite done making my life complicated. I'm not gonna roll over for anybody. My I's are dotted and my T's are crossed, and I'm lawyered up. These books on business and trade laws are giving me headaches, but reading them has made me feel empowered. We all forge our own fortune. My shop is too important not to put in the work. It'll get easier in time. From the moment we first met, I could tell that you have a special connection to magic. If you can hold a law degree and be this good at casting spells, I can handle some dry text over tax regulations. What you've done means the world to me. Know that you have made a friend here. If you ever find yourself in need of gear, come to me. I'll sell you anything I've made at cost. Actually, do you have a list of gear with you? I could actually use it very soon. Of course. Hey, anything you like. I'll send it to your hotel tonight. Oh, wow, you can actually buy from her. Was not expecting that. Yeah, anything else? Thanks, Anna. Looking forward to visiting your shop again. I'll definitely have to visit her shop one more time to upgrade my gear. Then it's into the dungeon. Good morning. Klaus is very knowledgeable, you know. Mostly deals with beginners these days, but he has more skills up his sleeve. Jelly tunnels, I've already done that. I don't know if I've done that one yet. I think I have visited this one. No, I haven't. This is like the first one I saw. I sleep so well in Hinterberg. Vienna, I wake up 2 or 3 times every night. Put on a podcast just to be able to fall back asleep. Recurring dreams about getting stuck in tight places. All the stress, all the energy my job used to suck out of me. All that feels so distant here. I just close my eyes, listen to my breath, feel myself falling. And then it's 8 deep hours. Then I wake up rested and fresh. Even more so after an afternoon here. That might be the last one. We'll see. Yeah, there's Danny. No more. Okay. They're really upset. The mood's changing around here. You know? I know you got your hands full, but if you're free, are you free this evening? I'll just sit with you here one more time. You know? If we had never talked, I would have packed my bags by now and left, or more likely, I would have joined them. I've been in the village museum. Everything you told me checks out. I wish we could tell them the truth. It doesn't feel right that they don't know. They want to save their village, but they're protesting for a solution that could destroy it. It won't be in the dark for much longer. A few more dungeons and this is all over. I'll say one thing though, they're getting media attention, a lot of it. It's gonna be easier to have public discourse about the impact of the slaying industry now that we have a high-profile example. I was wondering what you were going to do next. I'm actually planning to shift gears for a while. There are 5 dungeons at Hastings, England. One of them has never been completed. I'm gonna start with that one, and on to the rest. If we're right and the dungeons disappear once somebody completes all of them, we might as well stop trying to educate about the environmental impact of slaying and just complete every dungeon there is. It's a big job, one that I happen to be very good at. You see, I don't think magic will ever really leave the world. It's been with us throughout the centuries. The dungeons are just the way it speaks to us from time to time. That knowledge alone, that the world is more than raw matter, is enough to change how we see our lives. You showed me the path forward. I was at a crossroads and I would have taken the wrong turn if it hadn't been for you. Funny what can happen if you just decide to spend a summer evening relaxing in a gazebo by a lake. I'm gonna stay a little while longer. Something big is gonna happen once you complete your quest. I'm sure of it. And I'm not gonna miss that for the world. Let me give you this. Here. I hope it helps you get to finish that dungeon. A finish line. Yeah. I think if you're a friend, Louisa, I'd really like it if we stayed in touch. And I hope it's alright if I call you if I'm ever stuck in a dungeon. So it sounds like Louisa's probably gonna enjoy the pro circuit and be... I mean, that'd be interesting for an expansion or a content of, update or something. More dungeons. Or, another game. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea for a future title. But I have a feeling I'll probably wrap that up in this game. I'm taking a few hours off this afternoon. My niece is coming to visit. Okay. Heading out to the Basilisk Roost finally. It only took 2 hours to get to where I am now. I should have went ahead and put this potion on. Otherworldly heat. Man, I am level 10 across the board. That's awesome. That was a fast jump into this. Oh my goodness. Well, that sucks. It's gonna be one of those fights, eh? I don't want to have to fight this thing again, so I'm just gonna check every nook and cranny I possibly can. Make sure I'm not missing the chest with the coin. So I'm already like over this thing. Not a tough fight, but I'm definitely over the basilisk. It can attack me while I'm on the rails. Case in point. As an evolutionist attack. That's great. Must have been the first one I pushed back. I forgot about it. You can take off with all that, man. And ask for all that. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm about to do this again. Oh god. This thing is mad. Clearly. It's not even giving him a chance, like, to recover. That was raw. Basilisk pads. Not if I can backtrack. I'm gonna try that real quick. Where did I jump in? Okay. I'm not gonna go to the backtrack. I'm about to just come back in. Use Klaus's radio to pull all these out. Great. We'll go to Hannah's real quick. Storm must be off doing their own thing. Okay. Sir, oh, it's on a break. I locked up the register. I was gone for 10 minutes. See, your wife asked me to. 10 minutes during which the stand was completely unattended. Maybe stick around. Let Marina might need backup. What is Marina like? use a MP motion. Oh. She's entitled to her break. How about you hire more staff? Enough. Unless the problems goes from here to Salzburg. I'm not gonna add another spoiled employee to it. Spoiled? Where my butt off here? I come early, I stay late. I'm friendly no matter how the customers treat me. Fine, go find yourself another job. You are done here. Who's gonna find the run to stand? Should have kept my mouth shut. I'm so sorry. Don't even think about that. I brought this on myself. Can't afford my stay here. Not without that job. God, I shouldn't have. You know what? This is unfair. It was completely am I right? What? I'm supposed to roll over no matter how that overstuff. Oh, just go somewhere else, please. Anywhere but here. We're gonna study civil engineering in her hometown of Sevilla. She's probably been to more countries than I ever will. You really did this every year? Go somewhere else in the world and just work menial jobs all summer? Great way to see the world. Last year I helped at a hotel kitchen in Italy. It was so different from going as a tourist. Not that I could have afforded it anyway as a student. You're incredible. Most people I know would never take that leap like that, let alone every summer. I've seen how much you put your back into everything. It's his loss for firing you. It really is. No, it's mine. I can't stay here without a job. Excuse me, well, I didn't mean to listen in, but you worked at Nice Ice, right? Friends let you go? Hey man, sweet as a strudel to anyone but his employees. Listen, I've been thinking about hiring someone to help me prepare breakfast every morning. Couldn't find anyone better than Marino. If Fraulein Louisa says so, that's all the reference I need. If you like, join me at the reception later and we can talk about the details. What do you think? Oh my gosh. Think you better get ready for the best breakfast of your life. Had a fun evening, Slayer? Was not making connections. Going to need every ally I can find. Popping a light. It stopped spilling goo yesterday. Brought a flashlight. Time to get to the bottom of this. Alright, let's move. The pipe stopped spilling goo. Something must have changed. Let's get ourselves a boat and investigate. We haven't talked about the big earthquake yet. Are you and your family alright? Our house is fine, if that's what you mean. It's the one advantage of living in a tiny place. Less chance that a random tendril will tear it down. My friend David, though, one of those slimy things burst right through their garage. His dad is pissed. Alright, here we are. It's trespassing time. Stay close. Not a big fan of catching up with people. Hear that? Sworn I heard something. How about you go ahead? Just a couple of steps, you know. Having a sword and all. Great. I haven't seen a lot of monsters up close, but those look kind of different. I've been seeing more and more of these. They're the kind that were in the fake dungeon and the kind that rampaged at the village. Huh. So let's say you're the mayor, the evil Mayor Louise, and you put up a dastardly fake dungeon. How do you actually make sure there's monsters in it? She's creating fake monsters, isn't she? Yeah, I picked up on that whenever I went in the fake dungeon. You know, I have a theory of what we're gonna find at the end of this pipe. Let's just move on. The sooner we're out here, the better. Yeah, can't be much further. She's moving faster now. Bingo. See all this? Whoa, over there. Probably Louisa. Now. Wow. So the mayor definitely is creating fake monsters. That's great. Ugh, I gotta go all my clothes. Mom's gonna flip. You know, I'm starting to think our fake dungeon isn't the only cause of the earthquakes after all. I still think there's a connection. Magic wants us to say something to us. It definitely wants us to complete this dungeons. The mayor has kept everyone from doing that. Magic was rebelling against their plan. Maybe. If I were Magic, I'd be angry too. And again, I'd be even angrier if someone ran a bunch of freaking experiments on me. Wagner couldn't just rely on nobody ever finding out about her secret dungeon. Eventually someone would come along and stumble into it, and poof, no more magic. Money machine. If he built this lab and found a bunch of eggheads to run it, to do, well, what? To create monsters for her fake dungeon? You really have the mushless team, aren't you? She wants to turn magic into something else. Something permanent and malleable, something she can easily control. Bet she's already thinking about franchising it. She's messing with a force she can't begin to understand. This is gonna end in catastrophe. Better not waste any time now. It's clear she's gotten completely reckless. The monsters stampeding through our streets, every earthquake more violent than the last. Now that you're so close to the finish line, she's gonna risk everything to complete her research in time. And we're all gonna pay the price. Hurry up, Slayer. Oh. Good morning. Who's ready for their very best breakfast? For the very best breakfast of their life. I bought some eggs Benedict to increase your MP for the day. My special muesli to increase your health. Big day today? Where you gotta go? Gotta head back up to the roost so I can get that coin. Jeez, man. Oh. Oh, dear. Where was it? Okay. I could finish the Vassals fight, but I don't want to. And so hopefully Klaus, I mean, if this is any other dungeon, I probably would have just used the, waypoints, or waystones, excuse me. Marina. All right, next is Tower of Trials. Just I have yet to use the spa. Now as the tiny bubbles dig into my legs and back, sore from the afternoon's exercise. My body is limp, my gaze fixed on moving water, and my ears full of smooth, soothing noise. For a moment, I'm completely absorbed, all blank. Nothing left but a body at rest. Then something in me stirs. I should capture the feeling and bring home a souvenir. And I'm me again, lighter than before, but the sensation of not being there is gone. My hands are getting wrinkly. I should get out of the water. This job is so much better than the ice cream stand. I woke up full of energy today. The difference is night and day, really. I've got working shifts at Katieland as well. I'll head over there as soon as I'm done here. Come visit me sometime, okay? Yeah, hang out together. Okay. Let's talk breakfast first. What can I get you? I was gonna do the dungeon, but since he so graciously asked. How's the new job at Teresa's place? She's just so nice, like you wouldn't believe. And a spare room for me and everything. And the pay is better than the ice cream stand. I can cut down my hours here and even go sleighing in the afternoons. Thank you so much, Louisa. You're a lifesaver. Glad I could help. My shift here is almost over. There's time to do some training. I have to get into shape for those dungeons. Got any plans today? I was thinking I'll hike all the way up to the peak. We can go together. we waiting for? Let's hike. No, Sam. Ladies, got a teensy little favor to ask. Oh, is that? Yeah, it's Kelly. Just call me Sam. Listen, I'm going into dungeon. Problem is, I still got my golf bag on me. Any chance I can drop that here, pick it up later? We can wait a little, right? Kevin is supposed to take the afternoon shift, and he's usually not super late. Hey, listen, her shift's over. You're asking her to stay and guard your stuff. Besides, your golf clubs are probably worth more than we make in a year. You couldn't leave them to take as much as a toilet break. You're right, I wasn't thinking. Sorry, shouldn't have asked. Are you for real? You know who that was, right? Sure. Sam's alright guy. Just a little entitled, maybe. Come on. Why don't I have a hike to take? I can't believe you told Sam off the way you did. He's about as big a star as it gets. I gotta say, it felt a little strange to me too. He was out of line. Honestly, most of these stars don't deserve the pedestal you're putting them on. They're just people. You just happen to be good at a thing that we like. Easy for you to say. You're so amazing at this. You could go pro yourself. How many dungeons have you done now? I bet you're just as good. If you had time to go out and practice, you easily get as many dungeons as I've done. I've seen how rude some of the beast big names have been to you. Frankly, I don't get how you can analyze them so much. Don't you think I see that myself? So what if I allow myself to be a bit of a fangirl? I like being excited about things. It makes my experience here all the more memorable. Sorry, that was too harsh. Who am I to tell you how to feel? That's how you see things. More power to you. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should start spending more time by the campfire. Stop admiring these people from afar and just talk to them. I love being up here. Isn't the view amazing? Helps a lot to get some perspective when you can see forever, huh? I'm glad we took this hike. Whenever I talk to you, I feel like I could take on the entire world. Hey, Maria. Thinking about joining the campfire tonight? Yeah, in a little. Well, I promised Sam I'll stop by tonight. Didn't know you two were friends. We started doing our morning runs together. He's definitely not a morning person. That's the only time I can actually keep up with him. Do anything tonight? We can go to the campfire together. Yeah. Sure. You're gonna give one gift a day. 2 jobs just to go out slaying a couple times a week. Damn, it's dedication. Yeah, I really respect your passion. I'm just happy that I get to take part of all this. So am I, you know? Every day, magic never gets old for me. I think I'll call it a night soon. Me too. Rana, remind me to take a closer look at your axe tomorrow. Might have an idea for upgrades. You're getting along well with the big stars. You're so right about them. I can't believe how approachable they are. You're here because they love the same thing you do. The nice ice, Stan. You go down memory lane? Find anything good? Believe it or not, I did. Here the boss was an entitled jerk and some of the customers weren't much better. I got a lot of smiles here. It's a good feeling to make someone's day better, even if it's just by selling them ice cream. You think you'll go abroad again next year? Work more jobs like this one? Oh, definitely. When you work summer jobs in a place like this, you have to expect the bad with the good. It's part of the deal. Any job is bearable for a couple of months, really. And in return, each year feels so different from the last. Every year I get to dive into something completely new, completely different. Every year feels like I'm growing so much. This year really feels special because of magic, and also because I met you. The way you assert yourself, how you don't put up with anybody's baloney, it rubbed off on me a little bit. Thanks for that, Louisa. You're a good friend. I hope you rubbed off on me as well. Your perseverance, your energy, your positive outlook on everything. I really use some of that in my life. You ever think about going to Sevilla? Hit me up. Beautiful, you know? And my couch is usually free. Oh. Good luck with that. And don't worry, I'll be playing Dark Souls soon-ish. Actually, I might jump into Demon Souls once I actually start the suffering. Actually, let's see. Trial of Tower, Tower Trials, and Wasserman's Arena. Gotcha. Oh, I've heard they're a pain. Trying something new today. I've made this quiche with local mushrooms and cheese. Turns out it reduces the amount of time that attack condoms take to recharge. How about it? It's really good. But yeah, I'll take that. I'm trying to remember. I watched a video explaining exactly the mechanics behind that boss. I think, if I remember correctly, the Four Kings, their whole thing is I can't remember. There's like a really interesting bit about their mechanics, like how they aren't necessarily present at all times. Not present at all times. What's the word I'm looking for? Give me a minute. Drawing a blank. Won't be for long. All right, I think the actual like entity that makes up the Four Kings is actually under the floor or something like that. It was a really odd video involving game mechanics. Ooh. They're both here. That makes things easy. Also, it doesn't give me a vote of confidence. That was what? I'll be back up here for another fight. Yeah, I just know it. Excuse me. Okay. Hey, look. What do you know? 20k Hinterbucks. Nice. There should be 2 dungeons left. Curiosity. I did that for curiosity's sake, and I shouldn't have. Oh well. I still have this sinking suspicion. Speaking of the dungeons and the game's progress, I get the feeling I'm gonna have to fight Wagner. I feel like I'm gonna have to fight the mayor, or at the very least, she's gonna do something really dumb. I fumbled that so bad. What was I doing? All right. Oh, trash. I gotta visit Klaus tonight. Like, give that to him. Okay. Oh wow, that was a burst. Usually I don't do that. Okay. Gotta be getting near the end. Oh, of course, I am definitely getting to the end. Oop. Okay, let's see what we got here. It is a shame. This is definitely one of the better games I've played this year. Right, the size, scale, and scope of it, and for what it does, I would say it's definitely a good game. Who knows? Maybe this game will get the Metal Gear Rising treatment where it gets a resurgence of players. I mean, anything's possible. Why are so many spiders? Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of people aren't fans of the Xbox. And honestly, if you ask me, this is just me being contrarian. Oh, come on. I was gonna say this is me being contrarian, but there has been some good games that have released on Xbox, and I will say with Microsoft making the push to what's it called, more so publishing than anything. I mean, who knows? Microsoft's probably going to bow out of the console war. Only time will tell. Okay. All right. There we go. I don't know, like, future of gaming is, from my perspective, ever changing. So there's no telling what's gonna like happen in the next few years. Although I know one thing, Sony talks about how, I think it was Sony that said, no, it was Microsoft that said they wanted more indie games on their platforms. Hey, yo. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Nothing else. There we go. What are you talking about? I've been so out of the loop recently. What hip? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This was from an update about a month or so ago. They added outfits. So now Louisa can have like a variety of outfits. Wait. Okay. I don't want to miss the coin here. I did not want to come back in this dungeon. Yeah, which it's funny because most gamers want, I'm not a big fan of, and I could do with a less of. I'm gonna head back down. Gotta look for chain link fence. I mean, look at the situation with Fortnite. They just added the Incredibles. That just tells me that people are just gonna be throwing money in an attempt to get the new cosmetic. I'm just like, what? Who cares at that point? But then again, I also have like a love-hate relationship with Fortnite, so that's on me. Whereas Call of Duty is like snatching up like movie like characters, their cosmetics. Oh, could have been bad. That could have been really bad. Probably. Probably. I mean, there's been a decent amount of discourse. I mean, Resident Evil got brought up in gaming discourse this past weekend. It wasn't anything major. It was just talking about how we've been getting bombarded with remakes instead of original games recently. Huh? What's that? Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, it's nothing important. You know, like everywhere you turn around, there's negativity. It's a massive bummer, too. Oh my goodness. That is... This is the beginning of the dungeon. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. I know, it's almost as if, as a collective, society's attention span is shorter than what it needs to be. Which, I know exactly what I would blame for that, but me doing so is just being a bitter old man screaming at clouds. Or foreign content does not help in that regard. Attention span, that is. I think that's part of the reason why it seems that no one seems to be able to focus on something for so long, gaming included. I've been sitting here thinking about Visions of Mana for a couple days now. Look, just because I saw someone, I think, may have put out a video essay on it. I was thinking, oh, well, I need to check that out. Could have had that coin back at the beginning, but no. I'll wait until I finish the dungeon. True. I mean, like, I'm not judging that. Like, I can respect that notion. Going back and finishing some games that you've played previously, spend more time with them, experience more of those light worlds. Okay. Where is that? Oh, here he is. Travis, there he is. Yeah. Krampus bar. We're in a good mood. They open up craft. Oh my god. They open up a craft beer shop. As if. But I got the first draft of my article done. I need to go somewhere with cell reception and send this to my editor. Tag along? Okay. Yeah, I'll take the large MP potion. Those are always helpful. A rental. Let's go. Oh. Travis doesn't eject when I ask him to turn down his Korean Screamo band. Doesn't so much as blink. I think he and I might be friends. Just 2 pounds on an open road when the cracked open to let even the air out. Muscles sore from all the exercise. This is cozy. You still owe me an interview. And here I thought you were the type to enjoy a quiet ride. So, are you satisfied with your article? Sufficiently edgy and all that? Yeah. I don't think I'll ever half-assed anything like... I don't think I've ever half-assed anything like I half-assed the story. But it's good enough to get me out of here. What's your job like? I mean, they don't force you to stay in the middle of nowhere. The pay is terrible, and the hours are terrible, and my editor, they're just terrible. But you know, I get the right, and crooked is huge. Most places I hang, people know who I am. The sort of people that count anyway. That's worth something, right? So what's terrible about Hinterberg anyway? I get that it's not London, but is it really that unbearable? You know, I come from a place like this. Small town in the French Alps. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody talks. You either volunteer for the fire brigade in the brass polka club, or you can be the weird kid. Look, I don't want to spoil your experience. Me, I was the weird kid. Hinterberg just feels like a big fat high school reunion. I'm more myself when I'm somewhere else. You don't seem very interested in magic. Never was much of a fantasy guy. You don't think the existence of magic opens up all sorts of existential questions? Honestly, there's more magic in a chemist novel than all of Hinterberg. Wouldn't really add much if characters started casting fireballs. Did you always want to become a journalist? Crooked saved me back when I was 17 and had no idea who I was. I knew that everything around me sucked and couldn't articulate why. Then suddenly, there were people who could. Kind of an eye-opener. That's what you wanted to be, an eye-opener. Wouldn't you? I'm a push. Would you say you're happy, generally? You're kidding, right? Okay, about this. I'm about as happy as someone like me can be. I got out. I live in a dump, but it's my life. I'm the king of my dump. Not a lot more a guy can ask for. I think that's enough. Couldn't agree more. Man, I have to say, your entire profession? I couldn't do what you do, not knowing where I am in a year or two, constantly making an effort to stay relevant. Look, it's not like I had options. It was either this or be miserable. And listening to your story, it's not like you ended up any happier than me. But look at that, 2 glorious bars. We have reception. Two bars, enough to take a peek at my work email, or check what my flatmate Carol has been posting. So, are you gonna send off your article or what? You know, I did a terrible job writing this. I kind of feel like I shouldn't be doing terrible jobs anymore. There's enough hacks out there. You mind if we just go back? Yeah, let's. Thanks. Oh, cause existential crisis. We don't talk much on the way back. I hear good things about the schnitzel at that Kirchvart's Inn. You've been? It's good schnitzel. Listen, I appreciate you putting up with me. You're the first person here I actually enjoy hanging out with. So do I. Travis may be miserable all the time, but he's incredibly resilient in his own way. I could learn a thing or two from him. Finals fault. There's one final dungeon left, and there is that. I should go and find it. Sleep well last night? Is it true that you beat the Basilisk up on Comstein? Amazing. That has a reputation for being quite aggressive. Gotta get you today. Have a great day, and we're headed to the arena. Right, I said I was gonna go like spend the day with Klaus. Oh well, I could do that this evening. They actually take off. I will say the developers of this, going back to the conversation about not a lot of talk about this game, I will say I don't exactly remember how this came across my radar on Twitter, but it did. And because it did, every so often I see a new teaser, a new announcement, a new conversation that the developers were starting. And because I didn't know a lot about this game or what to expect, as well as this interesting art style, I couldn't help but be drawn to want to know more, to the idea of knowing more about this game. Just glad that they thought enough of me to send a key. Oh, 3 medium potions. That'll help at some point. Okay, let's see. Oh man, that was a fight. Did a lot better that time. If you're wondering how to get past the gate, try using Jelly Block skill. It's actually quite simple. Oh, okay. Use Jelly Block to lift it. Well, This has been a long road. A long time coming. I hadn't taken my time with a game like this since Crosscode. This portal makes my skin tingle like so many before, but this time it's different. This is it. Once I'm through this, there's no coming back. Magic will disappear. Not much time left. I should step inside. Okay. Whoa. I'm gonna have to be quick. Or not. Wait a minute. Should have known better. Water pool dweller. I already see how I'm supposed to take down the damage to him. Hey, you mind not doing that? Is that a... Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. Poses. Oh, poses are not available right now. I so wanted the pose. Somebody's got a little bit of heartburn. Resonant Sword 9. Yeah, that's been happening a lot recently. Stuff's releasing and there's nobody talking about it. I'm trying to think what else, like Zoocosis. The only reason I remember Zoocosis was coming out is because a friend of mine has mentioned it like 3 times in the last couple weeks. Granted, in my spare time, the only thing I've really been playing is like Baldur's Gate and trying to finish up my second run of Stellar Blade so I can actually get it ready for that challenge, as well as all the other games I'm supposed to be doing for said stream event. I'm gonna look that one up though. It's an interesting name. Kind of curious about it now. Oh. Yeah. Shame that they don't take damage from that. Goodness. They had to interrupt the barrage. Why? Oh, nice. Wait, it went in the water. Should I be concerned? Now Magic's been wanting like Slayers to finish the dungeons, but I don't know. That was easy. Resonant leggings. Complete every dungeon. All right. So that's it. I think that's it. Magic's done. I think we're done. Unless... Oh. I think that was premature. This isn't... I don't know what this is. I don't know what's up or down. Got no sense of orientation. There's no temperature. I can't feel my bruises. I'm not even sure I'm breathing. Softly, everything swells up at once. There's a light from every angle. Something feels like vibrations or sounds. And in a single moment, it all burst. Every nerve in my body is rapid firing. White hot glare, incomprehensible and uniform. An endless orchestra playing every possible piece of music all at once. Everything is so vast, unfathomably grand and full, and it keeps growing. And as it expands, patterns start to stand out. Bumps, swirls. I know you. We're so close. Oh, it must be muted. I gotta do something about that. An image of me comes back into focus. I'm Louisa. I'm a lawyer. I was a lawyer. I'm a slayer. I have a body. That is me. It's aching. It's being carried somewhere. Whoa. What the hell is going on here? I can find Mayor Wagner now. The stopper. But I don't have to do it alone. He has magic hair. So, Hinterberg's like it's turned into a dungeon. Oh, that's interesting. It just mixed up two of the powers from the spells from different areas. Okay, so it's okay. Okay. Who knows? Maybe I was on to something. Maybe I gotta take a fight the bear. Yeah, and people are not happy about it. Mainly because it's like 3 hours of just the creator creating every worst possible scenario you can for Jekka. I watched a few clips of it. It's hard to like. It's still got that dark humor about it, but there are moments where you're like, this What? Yeah. It's got a lot of people mad. That was the whole thing last week on Twitter. A lot of the like people who were fans of the first two games just we're not happy with the what's it called, with flip side. That ugly statue was a transponder. Yeah, that's not surprising. Well, looks like the new Hinterberg has his first guest. I was hoping for an A-lister, frankly, a big VIP, someone fitting the occasion. But you'll do. Look around you. Look around. Look at the destruction. This is your new Hinterberg? Oh, that? Don't concern yourself with that. I'll have it rebuilt in no time. Just a matter of finding the right personnel. Some people don't appreciate how excruciating my work is. I have a bold vision. I dare to think big. Then it all gets dragged into the mud by entitled staff, by incompetence, by the endless meetings, by having to convince every thick-headed hick that they just don't get it. But I'm finally past that stage now. Imagine your perfect holiday, family-friendly theme park where every cog moves with clockwork precision. Every wish you can think of. Your magical assistants will be at your service 24 hours a day. You're completely off the rails. I don't think so, Fräulein. Oh my god. Did I remind you that you're a guest here? Oh, wait a minute. Is that? Say, Fräulein, what's that in your hair? Oh, absolutely delightful. We both have a little magic inside ourselves now, haven't we? Come closer. Let me see. Wasn't easy work taming magic. All that energy and effort was so worth it. Just to see you finally tamed as well. You meddling gnat. You permanent mosquito bite. What do you think you are? You think I'll let an outsider tell me how to run my village? That's better. That's better. Got exactly what she deserved. That's okay. Wild Hunt. Okay. Dude, she's getting chased out, man. She's getting chased out. You stubborn little. Dude. Oh, the two cops walking up slowly. That's great. I'm here. I don't have a name. I don't have words. No notion of past events. But I can feel myself. I'm a creature with a wide-eyed gaze. Watching as the world unfolds before me in a split second into something so vast, so full, it would be maddening if there was a mind to reflect on it. As it is, I feel it stare. I just feel it stare straight back at me. It's a familiar feeling. It's as if the most natural thing to lock eyes with, so ageless, endless, bright, fiery. Like one wild animal negotiating with another. The stare is everything. All my senses are heightened. Every twitch, every swirl carries me. This is a dialogue. It's an exchange, and it's acknowledgement. A careful exposure of ourselves to the other. And there's a joy in it, radiating through the wordless interaction, like the deep satisfaction you get when everything you want to say is at once understood. The dungeons were never about sending a message we're supposed to act on. They're not a code for something we were to translate. They're an invitation to get together, to be with in each other's presence, to react to each other, to play. To acknowledge that our world is so vast and strange that our attempts to put it into tiny boxes and commoditize it are ridiculous and futile. I understand the pattern of magic appearing throughout centuries. We can try and make the world smaller, but all that volume never goes away. Anytime we think we have it all sussed out, things will just get stranger. And I understand why it's enough for one person to finish every dungeon. Because they're about the act of having a conversation. A single attentive listener who will hear you out is quite enough for that. I haven't slept. I haven't had a sleep like in Hinterberg since I was a teenager. I almost thought. Time to pack my things. In local news, Hinterberg's mayor Karen Wagner was arrested last night after a wave of magic destruction devastated the village. The mayor had only had time for a brief statement as the police escorted her away. My team and I did everything right. My lawyers are going to have a field day with you all. This has made international news with other places of magic such as Venice now questioning the safety of their own dungeons. While many of Hinterberg's residents are still in shock, the spirit here is anything but broken. Our committee will rebuild Hinterberg. Our community to rebuild Hinterberg will have its first session today. It's been a long road, but if I learned anything, every hike starts with one resolute step. Up next, don't take that puts it all out of its original packaging. Analysts claim the little monsters could become the next collector's craze. I've been putting off long enough now. We should go check out. It feels weird going through the motions with Teresa. Handing her my credit card, watching her process with that air of professional friendliness. With some people, you can just never tell what's really going on inside. She's one of them. All done. Have a safe journey. I'll miss this place. Louisa. Thank you for all you've done for us. God knows what would have happened here without you. It's a shame you have to leave. You've only been here for such a short time, but, well, you should know. You have friends here now. Oh no, I promise I'll be back. See you soon, Teresa. Who knows, maybe Gertrude might actually come back too. Wow, a lot of people are here. I should have a bit of time before I have to board my train. Hey. Oh, who's a good boy? Yeah, I'm gonna miss you too, buddy. Just so you know, we're not done being friends. We're a good team, you and I, weren't we? Solved the case, saved the village. Thanks for that. For everything, actually. Long, Slayer. See each other soon. So, you're leaving. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back next year. We could just go hiking. Like that. It's going to be a while until the dust settles, so people understand just how much you did for us. But they'll come around. I'll make sure of it. I've thrown in my name for the next election. It's time I pulled myself together and used my voice around here. It's time they finally got a great mayor. Let's see what happens. You saved this village. You really did. Thanks, you, Louisa. All this mess, and I've sold the construction company that's gonna fix it. Kind of funny, if you think about it. Well, it's out to roll up my sleeves and start over. Honestly though, you're my hero. And sure, between the two of us, I've said that to a lot of people. This time, I mean it. It wouldn't be a village to fix if you hadn't stepped in. I said I owe you one, and I meant it. Hope I can repay you sometime. Hey, how does it feel to be the hero of the day? I just did what I had to do. Come on, modesty is so overrated. You did something that mattered. I kinda envy you for that. So what's the next step for you? I don't know. I'm done being a hack. I can tell you that much. Which probably means back to square one. Good luck, Travis. You're the kind of guy who'll persevere. Whatever you set your mind to. That means something coming from you. We'll talk soon, yeah? Don't be a stranger. How'd it feel? The moment you and Magic embraced. Wait, I didn't tell you about that. How did you know? You work with Magic for so long, you develop an ear for the melodies it hums. Faint as they may be. Last night, the melody turned into a duet. It was a sudden joy in the air. Everybody in Hinterberg must have felt it. Probably even Julian. What are you going to do now that Magic is gone? Magic isn't gone. You have to understand that. The dungeons are gone. The spells are gone. And magic will always be a part of this world. That's what it's been trying to tell us. Now that we have internet back in Hinterberg, I'll just sell my gear online. Can't thank you enough for what you've done for me. and for all of us. If you ever need a friend, I'll be right here. Our work here is done. I shall head for Venice next. You could come along? Maybe I'll join you later. Need a break from it, all this. Of course, take your rest. You deserve it. Thanks to you, we know that magic is not a threat to the world. It's just looking for an ambassador, a paragon. I am still be skilled for that role. Shall meet again. She asked me to tell you that she's in Switzerland, far away from magical monsters. And also, I'm so glad she's taking a break. I'm starting to get really worried. She always was a good boss. It was tough to see her work herself into the ground. I don't know what you did to convince her to take a break, but if anyone ever needed one, well, I think she really needed a friend like you. I hope she gets better. Saw your fight on the main square, I mean. I was near the Grand Hotel defending the villagers against a horde of monsters. After I took the last one out, I saw the final moments of your battle. You were truly inspiring. And suddenly you were gone. What happened? I had a moment with magic. Kinda had a dialogue, I think. It was strange. We didn't speak a word, yet I felt like we completely understood each other. That was what it wanted all along, to have a conversation. It was like the world itself was speaking up, asserting its presence, its depth, its desire to be engaged with. That's extraordinary. I can't say I fully understand, but I hope that I will soon. I'm leaving for Hastings. There are 5 dungeons there. Should be manageable, right? So glad that you and I met. I know just where to focus my efforts now, and I have you to thank for that. As I finish up the Hastings 5, I'd love to come visit you and talk about the experience. Till then, take care. So, I really didn't expect that. The whole magical apocalypse, flying houses, roads all twisted up and going up in the sky. And in the middle of it, all you. Real life action hero. I gotta talk to my guys. Maybe we can sell the movie rights to your story, Yuan. If you play the role of my sidekick, sure. A blockbuster like that, I'll take any role. Hell, I'll play you if you want me to. Got calls from 3 celebrity news stations today. They asked me if I can put them in touch with you. Like it or not, you're famous now. I can tell you, 13-year-old me would have been your biggest fan. What you did here was incredible. And what you did for me was no less so. Thank you, Louisa. You've made a friend here. Ah, Chris. That's a tapping so fast. Hey, just want to say goodbye. Need to get back to work soon. I have a couple weeks left here, so I'll help out with the disaster relief. You're not letting take advantage of you, are you? No. Learn anything for you? That's not going to happen anymore. Boss is heading the effort. He's making sure that I get paid and that it's going to look good on my CV too. So glad we met it, Louisa. Every year I've done something like this, I've always felt I've grown. But this year, that was a special one. Thanks to you, even more than magic. If you're ever around Sevilla, you'll hit me up, right? Dorfer, my name is Hans. Anna Dingle saw the news report in Hinterberg and sent me to express her gratitude. Pam is always set up a fund to help with the rebuilding effort. Thanks to you, she is hoping to return to Hinterberg next year. She hopes to see you again soon. Please contact us if you ever intend to travel to Corinthia. This is it. Am I ready to leave? Have I said my goodbyes to everyone? Hold up. Oh. Don't you dare tell me you were going to leave without saying goodbye. Alex, so glad you made it. It's close, love. Took way too much time packing all my stuff. You're leaving? You got a couple more vacation weeks left. Yeah, well, I'm not spending them here. Anyways, I went to see Vienna, though. You're gonna show me around, right? You bet. So what are we waiting for? It'll be an adventure. You know, maybe I'll just never return home. Wouldn't it be nice always being somewhere place special, every day an adventure, and we always get to pick which one to go on? Don't get me wrong, I'm alright with my work. I just don't love it, but it keeps a roof over my head. And it's a pretty good roof too. But this? Oh, I'll miss this. A holiday is an opportunity to get away from your life for a while. Be somebody different if you want. Make new experiences somewhere else, preferably far from home. Sometimes it takes a little time to adjust back to normal life afterwards. My normal life can bite me. Whatever comes next, I'm never going back to it. She still has magic. Or she can still, channel magic. Ah. Lieutenant Barclay was the studio dog? That's awesome. That is an awesome name for studio dog. It was one production, baby. This definitely came from a small team. I think Curve Games probably had more people involved with the management side of things than actual production. I could be wrong. And there's the influence manager, Camille. I should try to piece this all together for a video. One last bit of content. Something that I can look back on favorably and remember, like, the time I had with this. Because again, this was a fun game. It wasn't meant, I don't think it was meant to be challenging. I feel like it was more so meant to be something that allows you a chance to step back, just exhale, unclench, relax. Because yes, the puzzles did increase at times. They did increase in difficulty. The combat did pick up steadily throughout the game. But it was just challenging enough to keep you wanting more. That's that. That was Dungeons of Hinterberg. I enjoyed that immensely. I gotta find some way to make sure that we actually preserve like the memory that was playing through this on stream. This was fun. again, I haven't taken my time on stream, haven't taken my time with a game like this and just relaxed probably since Crosscode. And even Final Fantasy 16, like I enjoyed that game. There were times when I was white knuckling the controller. This, I never felt that. Just was at peace, and I enjoyed that. And it's even given me a bit to think about in my own life. So, if there are any dialogues, conversations, or anything from this game that has made you think, you reflect on your life and how to improve it, improve its quality, I would definitely say that this was more than worth playing. But alas, we get back to it tomorrow. It's October 1st, and that starts that is the start, officially the start of spooky season around here, which means horror games from now until the end of the month. Or something in the survival horror genre. If you like what you've seen so far, do not hesitate that follow button. Tomorrow will be a bit of a treat, depending on how long it takes me to get everything ready and installed. I should be starting at 5, and I might be starting a little bit later. Only time will tell. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until the next stream, take care.